So this is our second question on fuel injector sums. This is the Mumbai University December 2019 question. Okay, so they have given us a four-cylinder, four-stroke diesel engine. So the engine has four cylinders and it is a four-stroke engine. So it takes two rotations to complete one cycle. Develops a power of 180 kilowatt. So 180 kilowatt is the brake power of the entire engine. Okay, so four cylinders is equal to 180 kilowatt. So we will have to find out for one cylinder at 1500 rpm. So this is your engine speed. The BSFC is 0.2 kg per kilowatt hour. So brake specific fuel consumption is given as 0.2 kg per kilowatt hour. Now see, this is a slightly different question from the previous one. Here they have given us two injection pressures. At the beginning of injection, pressure is 30 bar and maximum cylinder pressure is 50 bar. They have also given us two pressures for the injector. The injection is expected to be at 200 bar and maximum pressure at the injector is said to be about 500 bar. So we have two cylinder pressures 30 bar and 50 bar, and we have two injector pressures 200 bar and 500 bar. So what is the effective pressure difference? See, they have also given us the effective pressure difference, which is the average pressure difference over the injection period. So whenever we have to find the effective pressure difference, what do we have to do? We have to take the average of the cylinder pressures, that is 30 bar and 50 bar. So its average will be 40 bar, and we have to take the average of the injector. What will be the average of the injector pressure? 200 bar and 500 bar will be 700 bar divided by 2, 350 bar. So the cylinder pressure is effectively 40 bar and the injector pressure is effectively 350 bar. So the pressure difference will be 350 minus 40, 310 bar. See, this is the only different thing in this question. This is a kind of a twist. In exam, there will always be a twist in the question asked. Okay, so we have to try for all the different types of questions that are available in our syllabus. So this is for the difference in pressure. They have also given us the question that determine the total orifice area required per injector if the injection takes place over 15-degree crank angle. So they have given us the theta, crank angle 15-degree, and they are asking us to find the area.
So as always, the first step will be to write the given data. After this, the next step is to write down the thing that we have to find. So the next step will be to find the rate of fuel consumption. Just like in our previous sum, we will use the BSFC formula to calculate the rate of fuel consumption. So what is the formula? BSFC is equal to rate of fuel consumption divided by brake power. This, see, they what have they told us to find? Total orifice area per injector. So we have to calculate for a single injector. Now a single injector will be in what? It will be in a single cylinder. So instead of taking the brake power for the entire engine, we have to calculate the brake power for a single cylinder. If we take the brake power of the entire engine, then we will get it for 4 cylinders, so for 4 injectors. But they have asked us to find us for only one injector. So we won't take the brake power of the entire engine, we will take the brake power of a single cylinder. So they have given us the total power developed as 180 kilowatt and the number of cylinders is what? 4. So brake power per cylinder will be the total brake power divided by the number of cylinders. So in our case, the total brake power is what? 180 kilowatt divided by number of cylinders, which is 4. So we get 45 kilowatt. So 45 kilowatt is the power produced by each cylinder of this engine. Sorry, this should be 4-stroke. This is a 4-stroke diesel engine with 4 cylinders. Okay, so this is what we have got. So we will substitute this 45 over here. What is BSFC? BSFC is given as 0.2 kg per kilowatt hour. So substituting these values, we will get 0.2 is equal to rate of fuel consumption divided by 45. Implies mass flow rate of fuel consumption is what? 45 into 0.2, which will be what? 9 kg per hour. Always remember BSFC is what? Kg per kilowatt hour. This is in kilowatt, so this will be in kg per hour. But we are not interested in per hour. We are interested in per second. So this will be 9 divided by 3600 kg per second. That comes out to 9 divided by 3600, 2.5 into 10 raised to minus 3 kg per second. That is our mass flow rate of fuel. But we don't want mass flow rate of fuel. We want volume flow rate of fuel. We have to find it in terms of Q. So how do we convert mass flow rate into volume flow rate? We make use of density. Density is what? Mass upon volume. So we will use this formula. So volume flow rate will be what? Volume flow rate will be mass flow rate divided by density. Now they haven't given us density directly. They have given us specific gravity. So how can we find the density? Density of fuel is specific gravity of fuel multiplied by density of water. So specific gravity of fuel is given as 0.875. Density of water is 1000 kg per meter cube. So density of fuel becomes 875 kg per meter cube. This is the density of our fuel. Substituting this in this formula, we get volume flow rate. I will use Q is mass flow rate. What is mass flow rate? 2.5 into 10 raised to minus 3 kg per second divided by density of fuel, which is 875. So volume flow rate becomes 2.5 into 10 raised to minus 3 divided by 875. This becomes 2.857 meter, into 10 raised to minus 6 meter cube per second. This is our volume flow rate. So now that we have our volume flow rate, what is the actual complete formula? If you remember from the first video where I had given all the definitions and the formulas, you can remember the formula as the volume flow rate of fuel, that is amount of fuel injected in 1 second, is given by what? Area of fuel injector into velocity of fuel injection into theta divided by 720. Out of this area, we have to find the area. Velocity, okay, we can find the velocity. We have the formula for velocity. What is the formula for velocity? V injection, that is velocity of injection, is what? CD, coefficient of discharge, into 2 delta P upon rho. This is the velocity of injection. What is theta? Theta is given directly, 15 degree. And 720, why 720? Because it is 4-stroke. If it had been 2-stroke, it will be 360 degree. Why? Because in case of 4-stroke engine, it takes 2 rotations of the crankshaft to complete 1 cycle. In case of 2-stroke engine, it takes only 360 degree rotation. Okay. So next step will be to find the velocity of injection. So this will be our step 4, to find injection velocity. Okay. So this is our formula, injection velocity. What is the coefficient of discharge? They are given coefficient of discharge as 0.7. Now 2 into delta P. See, now in this case, how to find out delta P? There are two cylinder pressures given, 30 bar and 50 bar. And there are two injection pressures, 200 bar and 700 bar. So to find delta P, we are going to take the average of these two. Okay. So what is the average cylinder pressure? Average cylinder pressure is 40 bar. What is the average injection pressure? 200 plus 500, 700. 700 divided by 2, 350 bar. Okay. So the actual difference in pressure between the injector and the cylinder is what? 350 bar minus 40 bar, which is 310 bar. Okay, 310 into 10 raised to 5, because 1 bar is 10 raised to 5 Pascal. Divided by what? Divided by density of fuel. We have just calculated the density of fuel, 875. So the injection velocity will be given by this formula, and the value comes out to be 2 into 310 into 10 raised to 5 divided by 875. So it is 186.33 meter per second. This is the velocity of injection. We know theta, we know 720, we know Q, we have calculated. We just have to find out area. So substituting all these values in this formula. So Q is 2.857 into 10 raised to minus 6. Area, we have to find the area. Velocity of injection 186.33. Theta is given as 15 degree divided by 720. So area will be 2.857 into 10 raised to minus 6 into 720 divided by 186.33 into 15. So this comes out to be 7.36 into 10 raised to minus 7 meter square. Okay. So this is our area of the injector per injector. So we can also write this as, it is perfectly acceptable as the final answer. Okay. If you write this as area of injector hole is equal to 7.36 into 10 raised to minus 7 meter square. But we can also write this as 0.736 into 10 raised to minus 6 meter square, which will be 0.736 millimeter square. Okay. So this is the area of the injector hole which we had to find. Okay. Total orifice area, hole area, that will be the same. Okay. So this is our orifice area per injector.